Welcome to Free Beer Friday, powered in part by Classic of Denton.
No spiders. No spiders.
Todd would probably be freaking out right now. Him or Dom.
Guys, welcome back to another episode of Free Beer Friday. Your host, as always, Ben Easley. I feel like I'm talking in third person. Hi, I'm Ben Easley from the Bearded Monk. There we go. Joel, you're here with me.
Yep.
Jacob's here with me from Oak Cliff Brewing Company. We're talking about vicious spiders.
Big spiders.
This whole episode is about giant spiders.
Bird-eating spiders.
And salmon.
Yeah, salmon.
Yeah.
And bird-eating tarantulas.
Size of your palm.
Yeah.
Golly. Guys, if you come down here right now, you're going to see this thing. It takes him 2 hands to hold. Oh, he's got it in 1 hand now. Oh, my gosh, it's loose. It's loose. Oh, no. All right, yeah. We walked in, and I was freaking out a little bit. There are 2 different tarantulas and this big, beautiful snake. Yeah, with bright colors. Everything in my body says run away.
Yeah.
This chick doesn't even want to leave the room. She's like, looking at us like, where can I escape?
Where's the back door?
Go out the back door. Go out the back door.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of them for holding these animals, though. This is awesome. So if you want to come up here and pet monstrous animals, that's what's going on. All right, but what we're really talking about tonight, Oak Cliff Brewing Company.
Yep.
Yes. All right, give me the rundown. Tell everybody out here, what is Oak Cliff Brewing Company?
Oak Cliff Brewing Company is a craft beer brewery in the heart of Oak Cliff.
Right on.
Yep.
Oh, to make some tasty beers.
Yeah, we make a few tasty beers.
Heck yeah. Right now we're drinking on the farmhouse, right? The farmhouse Saison.
Yep.
Oh, this thing is so good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. A little spicy, a little fruity, bit of funk to it. It's good.
Oh, it's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay, so why Oak Cliff? What is it about Oak Cliff that brought you to open a brewery there?
Yeah, I guess the biggest thing is I'm a third-generation Oak Cliff native. So trace my roots back there pretty far.
Third generation.
Yeah.
That goes back a ways.
Yeah, my grandmother on my mother's side grew up in La Reunion. It's kind of a communist compound from the 1800s. There's remnants of it there. I don't think my grandmother was actually communist.
She was hanging out with Desi and Lucy and
probably
everybody else.
Yeah. So no, born and raised there. Spent a lot of time in Oak Cliff, and the craft beer boom hit DFW, and all going in up north, and it was just a lot of driving over the Trinity River to get good beer. So it was around 2015. I was like, I talked to a couple of buddies, some cousins. We're all from Oak Cliff, and I said, look, Oak Cliff needs more craft beer love.
This is ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
We don't need to drive to downtown Dallas for this stuff.
Yeah. We were tired of driving too far for good beer. So it was about that time, 2015, we decided to start Oak Cliff Brewing. And, it was never a question of what we'd call it. It was Oak Cliff from the beginning for us. So that's who we are, and that's what we're about.
Right on,
good
man.
Beer in Oak Cliff.
Well, and this wasn't just a blind move. You've got some home brewing experience, right? You've been brewing for a while.
Yeah, started home brewing around 2007. And
you're a veteran at this point.
Yeah, I guess. If you want to call it
a veteran of Texas brewing. Come on.
Yeah. No, home brewing for a long time, and just doing it off and on. I wasn't brewing every week for 10 straight years, but it was something I always came back to. Just the process, kind of the chemistry of brewing appealed to me. Came out of an engineering IT background. I think if I'd done something in another life, it would probably been chemistry. It still would have been scientific oriented, but I kind of went the IT route. But always something pulling me back to brewing. It was something creative, something you create. When you're doing software, you create a lot of software and it goes off somewhere. Someone's using it. But when you're making beer, it's just something you can share with people. There's just something tactile about it. There's something, you see people drinking your beer and they enjoy it. And that's kind of what spurred me on to starting the brewery. Is like, making these beers I've been doing a long time. But to see people enjoy it, to enter these little competitions and start winning awards and just be able to do something to share with the community is really what kind of pushed me over the edge, I guess.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Well, and that you said awards. You've been recognized before you opened the brewery, right?
Yeah,
this started when you were homebrewing. You started getting some serious recognition.
Yeah, so there's a little cool little homebrew competition that was in Oak Cliff. It was called Brew Riot.
Mm-hmm.
They held it right there in Bishop Arts. Actually, there's quite a few breweries in the DFW area that kind of made their name in the homebrew world by going through Brew Riot.
This is the gateway to
somewhat because
the commercial world.
There's not many places you can go as a home brewer to share your beer with the community.
Mm-hmm.
You can enter private homebrew competitions. That's just a bunch of home brewers. But if you want to get it out and share it with the community, share it with people just walking up on the street, there's not many of those. Brew Riot was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Labor of Love is put on by Deep Elm is another one. But yeah, so we entered Brew Riot in 2016. Entered the Black Lager, Export Lager. Entered a few in there. Our Black Lager won Best Lager at Brew Riot.
Nice.
Yep. And then the following year, this was, I believe, 2017, it was Brouhaha. It was over in the Cedars. Our Black Lager won again.
Matt Dixon and Tyson Pfeffer, right?
Yeah.
Pfeffer.
Our Black Lager won again. Best Lager. Our Export Lager came in second place. So it's kind of at that point that it's like, look, so I guess I can make good beer. But
as we pour more beer, it's maybe
drink
so.
Up, yeah.
All right.
Keep drinking it.
You do okay.
But I guess that's it. It's like, you have this dream of starting a brewery, and I guess the first thing is you need to be able to make decent beer to start a brewery.
Oh, yeah. Totally fair.
Yeah.
Oh, and this Saison's fantastic.
It's delicious.
Absolutely fan. Well, and everything we drank the other day, Jacob, it was wonderful. Absolutely. Give us a rundown. What can people find in the market right now? Like what's out there? What have you guys let out into the world?
So we originally launched 2 weeks prior of opening in the tap room. We did a growler filling station kind of launch with events all over. We didn't have tap handles just yet. So
that was mid-August.
Yeah. So, we did, Thirsty Growler, Crafted Growler, Lone Star Taps and Caps. We did, I'm trying to remember everybody that we launched in. We did Brain Dead Brewing. And then now we're kind of starting to blanket all over the place. Mm-hmm. So in our backyard in Oak Cliff, you've got Dallas Grilled Cheese Company. If you haven't been there, their grilled cheeses are amazing. Yep. They're awesome. Local Oak. This is all in Bishop Arts area.
Mm-hmm.
Parker Barrows over there.
Parker Barrows is killing it with our beer right now. We're on tap at Lockhart's, Eno's Pizza.
I'm getting hungry already.
Tillman's Roadhouse. So it's all starting to literally just flood all over the map. Deep Ellum, we've got Off the Record, Anvil Pub. Downtown is, Frankie's in downtown, Pressbox Grill, soon to come Stadler Hotel. So it's starting to happen. It's trickling. It's
just everywhere at this point.
And we're working, of course, on Denton. First
nice.
taps are at
party it up.
Bearded Monk tonight.
Well, no, wait. You're also at Harvest House right now too, right?
We're about to be. So we were going to deliver our Imperial Stout tonight, but it's not ready. So we're kind of at the mercy of the beer.
Get ready for this, guys. Imperial Stout is coming to Harvest House.
Beer told us it wasn't ready for kegging this week, so we're going to wait till next week. But it'll be at Harvest House.
I like that. The beer told us it wasn't ready.
It lets us know.
Let it hang out for a minute.
So, that's going to happen. And, of course, we're going to work on Oak Street and everybody else down here. So, hopefully at Barley and Board. And
we'll find it across the square, I'm sure.
Yep. Yeah, we're going to make it happen.
Golly, this won't be hard. This won't be hard at all.
But, obviously, Farmhouse tonight at Bearded Monk. And
oh, that's right. Yeah.
This is this is a delicious beer.
No, wait. What do we have here at the Welcome Center for tasting? What did y'all bring tonight?
So we brought 4 of our beers. We brought Joel's Export and Black Lagers. We brought the Hef, which we just got TABC label approval on to sell, which isn't even in the market yet. And then Somber, which is our brewmaster Todd's baby. That's our Imperial Stout at 13%. So
nice.
Of course,
nice.
Sombre.
Sombre.
Or somber.
Not somber.
No, whatever you want to call it.
SOMBRE.
Call it what you want.
Yes. Call it what you want.
So, yeah, we have those for tonight to sample out and see what people think. And we've got a bunch of beers that are tap room only. So it gives people a reason to come down to the tap room in Oak Cliff and try some stuff we're not going to release in the market. So if you haven't made it down there, just come by and come see what we got going on.
Yep. We got to come down there and party.
Oh, we got Lady Glasses coming back, too, our New England IPA.
Oh.
We sold out of that immediately. That and Somber, the first week we released it. Both those beers are just gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to see more of the Somber in market.
Yep.
Up here, anyway, in Denton.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it'll be
Nice.
getting up there.
Nice.
Yep.
And, guys, as always on Free Beer Friday, if you come up here right now, you're going to get free tasters.
Right on.
Hey, we're going to hang out till, I don't know, about 8:30ish and hand out free samples. And then we're going to be drinking the Saison back at the Monk afterward for the after party. And, oh my gosh, superheroes, supervillains, the Faps, and Bathlight are all playing back at the Monk.
Awesome.
So when we go back, we're going to walk into a concert. This is going to be crazy. Oh, gosh.
To a farmhouse party.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Farmhouse party.
I tried to build a barn, but no Amish people were going to join me on this. Okay, so you grew up in Oak Cliff. You love Oak Cliff. What is Oak Cliff? I feel like people up here, people in Texas, have a general understanding of it, but give us a rundown.
Yeah.
What is it now? What was it?
Man, that's a good question.
How did it develop?
Oak Cliff. Oak Cliff lost the battle to Dallas back in the 1800s about who was going to be the county seat of Dallas County, and kind of Oak Cliff took a back seat. Dallas exploded, and kind of Oak Cliff just became this bedroom town, and it wasn't ever known for industry or business. It just became this massive conglomerate of neighborhoods, and it's like every neighborhood in Oak Cliff is in its own way distinct, and
all these little collectives.
Yep.
Yeah.
And where we are in Oak Cliff, it's this unique little industrial area that was it was built in the 20s. Actually, the first building was built in the 20s. The spot that we're in was built in the 60s, so it just kept building. And we're this little industrial area surrounded by all these historic neighborhoods. So there's Elmwood, there's Wynwood, there's Winnetka Heights, which is the biggest historic district in Dallas County. But yeah, the story of Oak Cliff is not about it's not about the business, it's not about the industry. It's about the people. It's about all these individual neighborhoods. It's about the culture. It's about how each neighborhood almost has its own distinct feel, its own distinct culture.
Right on.
And it's just kind of a melting pot of people. The amazing thing about this, going through this journey, is I've talked to so many people about Oak Cliff Brewing, and almost everyone knows someone that grew up in Oak Cliff. I mean, you mentioned it earlier that it was your grandmother that grew up with
my stepmom.
Okay, stepmom.
Yeah.
With Stevie Ray and Jimmy Vaughn.
Yeah.
And that had to be in Oak Cliff because that's where they grew up. So over and over, it's this story of people that, hey, I don't live in Oak Cliff. I haven't been there in years, but you know what? I lived there at some point, or I know someone that lived there, and that's what it is. It's like it's a very large geographical area of all these neighborhoods that at some point, most likely someone you knew or came from Oak Cliff,
came out of this area,
or had some very small degree of separation from someone that was in Oak Cliff. So,
all right, new game for Oak Cliff Brewing.
Yeah.
6 degrees of Oak Cliff.
Yeah,
I like this.
Yeah.
I like this a lot. Well, so what? For the folks that haven't been down there, that don't have like an attachment. What is it about Oak Cliff? What trying to do a snapshot of that culture.
Yeah.
What does it look like? Where do you go? What do you do down there?
So a lot of Oak Cliff is just about, it's about that culture. It's about the authentic feel of these neighborhoods that are largely untouched for the last 100 years. A lot of what's happening in North Oak Cliff now is around Bishop Arts. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people that have been to Oak Cliff, they've been to Bishop Arts. And it's a cool location. It's
I've had a lot of buddies move into Bishop Arts. Yeah.
And it started as a collective of artists just kind of applying their craft, and it's obviously changed, and Oak Cliff is growing. The feel of it is changing a bit, but of a lot of it, the people in Oak Cliff are trying to hold on to this culture and this heritage. All these new influx of people coming in, but a lot of people in Oak Cliff are like, don't change us too much, because we don't want to become uptown. It's like we want to hold on to that identity of, these small neighborhoods. Every neighborhood's kind of different. So, it's hard to put your thumb on what is Oak Cliff, because it's so dynamic. It's so different depending on where you are.
Right on. Well, and it's a lot of this area spawned quite a bit of the music in the 70s, right?
Yeah.
70s and 80s. You saw this boom of these artists and these musicians coming out of that area.
Yep.
And you still have some of that, right? This artist collective that springs up of, you said, a genuine nature, right?
Yep.
Of these folks that are very accepting, that are very genuine. And that I very much identify that with Denton.
Yeah.
The same theme of
it's
just
got to be similar.
come as you are.
Yep.
Right. Right on. Right
Well, it's
on.
cool. One of the cool things about the location we're in, it's been branded as Tyler Station. It's right there on the DART, Tyler Vernon Station.
Mm-hmm.
But this big 120,000 square foot space that now has all these different artists and creative and craft people. We've got one end of the building, and the rest of the building, there's digital artists, there's visual artists, there's filmmakers, there's photographers. The guys that did our website are in the building. The guy that
That's
did
cool.
all the murals on the wall are in our building. The guys that built our tap room, Stash Design, are our downstairs neighbors. So it's like everything we're doing is all about this collective of people that have come together and are forming, a new definition. These aren't people that were necessarily born and raised in Oak Cliff, but they're drawn here for a reason, and they've all got some craft, and they all want to offer something. So we're leveraging that, and we're getting good results.
Man, that is awesome.
Yeah.
That is absolutely awesome. Well, thank you guys for coming in today.
Our
Joel,
pleasure.
Jacob.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, heck yes.
Thanks for
And I think-
having us, and thanks for the support.
Oh, heck yes. And
Yeah.
we're going to do some more drinking.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
come
You
have
ready to serve some beers
Yep,
up?
We
Yeah.
are.
Let's do
We're
it.
ready.
And guys, join us right now. We're going to serve up some samples till 8:30ish. Another half hour.
Yep, sure.
And then we're going to go back and party. So yes, come out here. And if we don't see you tonight, have a great weekend. Hopefully you're drinking fantastic craft beer. Hopefully.
Better
Yes. And we'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.
Cheers.
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 Boy.
Well, thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to check out DentonRadio.com for new Denton artists and where they're playing next. While you're surfing the internet, make sure you check out our friends Classic of Denton at ClassicofDenton.com.